laporan Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa yang dirilis 13 Mei lalu, perekonomian dunia diprediksi merosot hingga 3,2% secara year-on-year. Sementara itu, perdagangan dunia diprediksi akan terkontraksi 14,6% ini atau hampir 15% karena seiring berkurangnya permintaan dan juga rantai pasokan global terganggu. Sementara ekonomi global diperkirakan kehilangan output senilai hampir 8,5 triliun dolar Amerika selama tahun 2020 hingga 2021 atau setara dengan 4 tahun pertumbuhan ekonomi global.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. To all honorable judges, I'm Nurasyifah Khoirala from Airlangga University, Surabaya. In this good opportunity, I feel grateful and passionate to deliver my speech about the impact of the work-from-home policy on the Indonesian labor sector. Dear judges, you must have heard the term work from home, right? Work from home is another term for working remotely or outside the office, which require workers not to come to the office. This policy is a follow-up to President Joko Widodo's appeal at the press conference at the Bogor Palace on March 15, 2020. The President appealed to the public to work, study, and work from home to minimize the spread of the COVID-19. As we know, the COVID-19 pandemic has become a major issue discussed by the international community, including Indonesia, for the past year. The massive spread of the coronavirus threatens the health and survival of humanity. Based on information from the World Health Organization, in a part of its report entitled Route of Transmission, the spread of the coronavirus occurs through droplets of saliva or vomiting in close unprotected contact. It's terrible, right? Then, has the work-from-home policy been regulated in Indonesian laws and regulations? This policy is contained in several Indonesian laws and regulations, such as the Minister of Health Regulations Number 9 of 2020 concerning guidelines for implementation of large-scale social restrictions for the acceleration of COVID-19 handling and its amendments. Other regulations, namely the Circular of the Minister for Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, Number 19 of 2020 concerning adjustment to work procedures of civil servants in efforts to prevent COVID-19 in government agencies, and Decree of the Minister of Finance Number 223 KMK.01 2020 concerning the implementation of workplace flexibility. So, what is the purpose of implementing the work-from-home policy? The work-from-home policy implementing not only to minimize the spread of COVID-19, but also to fulfill people's right, especially workers, to get protection for occupational safety and health as mandated by Article 86, Paragraph 1, letter A of the Law Number 13 of 2003 concerning labor. But implementing the work-from-home policy caused debate in the community. This is because the work-from-home policy has a significant impact, especially the economic impact, on the labor sector. The positive effects include, first, office operational costs have decreased because there is no need to spend a budget for electricity, internet, food, and other necessities. Second, things don't disrupt worker productivity, such as traffic jams on the road, problems with coworkers, and other problems. This increase in productivity also affects both company performance and economic growth. Then, what is the negative impact? The negative impact is related to the obstruction of business activity, which has implications for the economy. According to the Central Statistics Agency report, Indonesia's economic growth in the first quarter of 2020 amounted to 2.97% to minus 5.32% in the second quarter of 2020. This weak economic performance has implications for the labor conditions in Indonesia. According to the research that was done by the SMERU Research Institute entitled Expecting the Potential Impact of crisis because of the COVID-19 pandemic on the employment sector, there are two implications of the economic crisis on the labor sector, namely an increase in the number of unemployment and change in post-crisis labor market conditions. An increase in the number of unemployed can occur because slow economic activity causes business actors to carry out efficiency, such as laying off workers and terminating their workers to reduce losses. Based on data from the Ministry of Labor on May 1st, 2020, the total number of formal and informal workers affected by the COVID-19 was 1,722,958. Then, what form of follow-up should the government take? First, the government needs to improve policies that are not relevant to the existing conditions, so that policies can fulfill the needs of the society. The effects arising from policy implementation must be considered and accommodated in its provisions, so that policies are made more effective. Second, the government needs to increase good job opportunities through job training and incentives for entrepreneurial capital. Here, implementing policies must be supervised by certain government officials in each region. Supervision is carried out to ensure the society can utilize the training properly and ensure that the use of financial assistance as the capital provided is properly used. In fact, regarding job training help, the government has implemented a pre-employment card program, but the implementation of the program encountered many problems and criticisms from the people, so it was not yet effective. Third, the government needs to improve the social health policy for the community because the aid is known to be wrongly targeted. Regarding this, the government can update data on the population entitled to assistance and improve coordination between the central and regional governments, so that policies imposed on companies to prevent companies from terminating employment, which result in increased unemployment and can help companies continue to operate properly. Fifth, the government needs to improve the performance of the informal sector and increase employment opportunities to accommodate the workforce who have not yet got a job. So judges, labor is resulting from implementing the work-from-home policy that has implications for the Indonesian economy can be resolved by improving and updating policies and providing adequate facilities from the government. Through this solution, it's hoped that the affected people can be helped and economic problems can be repaired. Solus populi suprema lex. Prosperity and welfare of the people is the highest law in a country. ALSA always be one.